Get to works. Number 8. Tapeworm diets. Trying to lose a few pounds, but tired of diet plans that don't involve internal parasites? Well, the early 20th century had you covered. Meet the tapeworm diet, the world's worst weight loss plan. The idea? Swallow a pill containing a real, live tapeworm egg. Let it hatch in your gut. Boom! Instant internal freeloading worm that eats your food for you. People thought it was genius. Eat all you want, and your secret gut buddy does the calorie cleanup. Except, of course, this ignores the part where you're being slowly eaten alive by a foot-long intestinal squatter. Tapeworms can cause nausea, malnutrition, organ damage, and in rare cases, brain infection. All in the name of fitting into a corset. It's the equivalent of hiring a roommate to live in your stomach rent-free, eat your groceries, and then set your house on fire. Modern diets might be annoying, but at least they don't involve adopting a parasite like it's a gym membership. Number 7. Radioactive water. What's better than regular water? Radioactive water, of course. In the early 1900s, people went absolutely feral for radium, the glowing green miracle element discovered by Marie Curie, who, by the way, later died from radiation exposure. But back then, nobody cared. Radium was the IT girl of the periodic table, and companies shoved it into everything from toothpaste to face cream to bottled drinking water. Yes, you could buy health tonics, like Radithor, water laced with actual radium, and drink it like you were sipping on the fountain of youth. Spoiler alert, you were actually sipping on the fountain of aggressive cellular decay. One famous victim, industrialist Eben Byers, drank over 1,000 bottles of Radithor and literally started falling apart. His jaw disintegrated, his bones crumbled, and by the time he died, even the government was like, okay, yeah, maybe this was a mistake. So, in case you're ever tempted to guzzle glowing liquids, don't. Unless you're trying to become a cautionary tale. Number 6. Mummy powder. Imagine snorting a ground-up dead guy because someone told you it would cure your cold. Welcome to the deeply cursed trend of medicinal cannibalism. In Europe, particularly during the 16th and 17th centuries, people believed that consuming powdered mummy, yes, actual, ancient Egyptian corpses, could treat everything from nosebleeds to epilepsy. It was called mumia, and apothecaries sold it like herbal tea, except it was full of ground-up humans and colonial entitlement. Wealthy elites thought the ancient preserved bodies contained mystical healing powers. Spoiler, they didn't. It was just dusty corpse powder. Eventually, when real Egyptian mummies ran low, Europeans started faking it with the bodies of criminals or the recently dead. So, basically, grave robbing meets medieval goop. In summary, people once thought the cure to their headache was eating a dehydrated pharaoh, and we say our generation is weird. Number 5. Trepanation Nation. Here's a fun DIY project from the Stone Age. Drilling a hole in your skull to let the demons out. That's right, trepanation, one of the oldest surgical procedures in human history, involved carving a neat little window into your cranium. No anesthesia, no gloves, just stone tools, your terrified screams, and the sweet, sweet relief of rebalancing your energies by exposing your brain to the sky. People did this to treat migraines, seizures, mental illness, or just because someone thought you looked a little too possessed. And the wildest part? Some folks survived. Archaeologists have found skulls with signs of bone regrowth, meaning the patient didn't instantly die of infection, shock, or the crushing realization that they just got medieval lobotomied by a village shaman with a rock. It was the ancient version of turning your brain off and on again, but with way more blood and zero guarantees. Number 4. Cigarettes for asthma. Let's all take a deep breath, which, ironically, is something early 20th century doctors told asthma patients to do with a lit cigarette. Yes, tobacco was once considered a soothing treatment for asthma, bronchitis, and basically anything that involved lungs. The logic? Smoke relaxes you. Lungs are tight. Smoke makes lungs looser? Science-ish. Companies even marketed medicinal cigarettes specifically for children with respiratory issues. Imagine sending your wheezing kid to school with a prescription pack of menthols and a gold-plated matchbook. Spoiler, it did not work. Turns out inhaling burning plant material doesn't fix your lungs. It just gives them new, worse problems. Basically, history handed out lung damage like candy with a doctor's note attached. Number 3. Lead-based beauty. If you think modern beauty trends are dangerous, wait until you hear about lead-based foundation. In Renaissance Europe, the ideal woman looked like a ghost with money. So they smeared their faces with a bright white paste called Venetian ceruse, a luxurious blend of vinegar and lead. It gave a smooth, pale glow that screamed, "I don't do manual labor," but also slowly killed them by absorbing through the skin and ruining their bones, teeth, and sanity. Women literally bled beauty. And when they started losing hair or developing facial ulcers, more makeup. It was a vicious, glittery death spiral of vanity and toxins. We say beauty is pain, but 16th century fashionistas really took that slogan to the grave. Number 2. Bloodletting bonanza. Picture this. You walk into a medieval doctor's office complaining of a headache, and their response is, "Sounds like too much blood in your face. Let's drain some out." And you go, "Cool. Seems legit." Welcome to the golden age of bloodletting, the centuries-long medical obsession with poking holes in people to fix everything from the plague to mild anxiety. The idea was simple and terrifying. Illness meant your body's fluids, humors, if you want to sound classy, were out of whack. The solution? Slicing open a vein or sticking leeches on you like some kind of slimy gothic band-aids. Barbers used to do it too. Yes, the same guy who gave you a bowl cut might have also drained your bloodstream in the name of health. That's why barber poles are red and white, symbolizing bandages and blood. Adorable. Of course, losing half your blood volume doesn't really cure fevers. It just makes you woozy enough to stop complaining. Or dead. Either way, quieter. Number 1. Mercury for everything. If you lived in ancient China or Renaissance Europe and had the misfortune of getting sick, congratulations. There's a non-zero chance someone suggested you drink liquid freaking mercury. Yes, the shiny, silvery stuff that modern science classifies as a neurotoxin and literally stores behind glass like it's a radioactive demon. Ancient physicians, however, saw it as a miracle cure. Mercury was prescribed for everything from broken bones to immortality. That's right, people were chugging toxic metal smoothies hoping to live forever, and instead got a VIP pass to the afterlife with bonus hallucinations and organ failure. The logic was bizarre, but charmingly optimistic. Mercury is shiny and slippery, so it must help lubricate your insides. Science. Of course, what it actually did was fry your nervous system and make your teeth fall out, while slowly turning you into a very dead science experiment. Basically, if you ever wondered what it's like to die stylishly, ancient medicine had you covered. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.